Hey, what's up? This is Ekis, and thank you for listening to the GameXPresents podcast. Make sure to follow GameXPresents on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google+. But for now, please enjoy the show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of GameXPresents, the podcast. This is episode number 17, and with me I have to my right, I'm Ekis, and to my right,
this is Stuff.
And I'm Victorino.
And we're here once again, coming straight at your earpods. Just straight in there.
In the what? I'm sorry? What?
Yeah, just sounded bad. Like my voice is coming straight to their ears. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Just like straight up to their face,
Speaking of podcasts, we have some news.
Straight to the news?
Wow.
That
was odd.
What? What's news?
Go ahead, Victorino. What?
That GameXPresents might come to the iTunes.
Oh, we're on iTunes now.
Oh, yeah, we are on iTunes.
Yeah. So now you can, download, go to podcast.gamexpresents.com. Or
what's wrong with you today, dude?
I don't know, man.
What are you thinking about today already?
It's because we were watching the video of Dead or Alive, so my mind is somewhere else. So now you can go to iTunes and look for GameXPresents on iTunes. So if you have that new iPad Air, check us out.
Or any other application that uses iTunes, like a PC.
No, only on the iPad Air. Because
we will not be listened to somewhere else.
No, fourth generation iPod Touch, none of that. We're current, we're new. So what's up, Stuff? How you been?
Oh, I've been good. Apparently not as good as you, but I've been good.
Man, is there something in the air here? Some wacky tobacco?
Maybe. I was bathing a dog with fleas, so...
Okay, maybe that's it.
Maybe I have chemicals on me that... I don't know.
Chemicals. Tasty. But yeah, I had
a lot of sweets today.
You know what? I think that's my problem right now. I did go to IHOP.
You did?
Earlier, because
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't get your text message inviting me, but, whatever.
No, because I was... I was working and,
Working.
So I was like, I was
at
driving.
IHOP,
I know I wasn't working at IHOP, but I worked in the mornings, and then after I was like real hungry, so I had to go somewhere else. So, with this other person, I just, there's an IHOP there. I haven't been there in a while. Let's go to IHOP. And I did get one of those stuffed French toast, and it had like cinnamon with stuffed whatever and strawberries and I had to put syrup on it, so maybe that's, I have a lot of sugar and good coffee. It was pretty decent coffee.
Yeah, I like, IHOP. I like the IHOP.
Oh, are we betraying by saying we're going to IHOP to get coffee?
Betraying who?
BS. Baker Square.
Yes. No, we still go to Baker Square on Wednesdays.
Yeah, free pie on Wednesdays. They're not sponsoring us, but they should sponsor us. And I'm gonna send them a letter saying that they should sponsor our podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll take that into consideration.
And they'll be like, you know what? Okay, we'll give you free pie on Wednesdays with the order of an entree.
Yeah. And everyone else that comes with you.
Yeah. So how about you, Victorino? Any cool things this week for you?
Well, I finally finished Ace Combat 0.
Okay, so you're uploading all that Ace Combat goodness.
By the time this podcast is uploaded, it's already been there.
Yeah.
Also, great news. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the YouTube channel is now up to date.
Yes, the YouTube channel is up to date. What do you mean up to date?
So somebody has been working hard.
Yeah. Yeah, now that they're not now that they're actually being told at gunpoint. No, but we're trying hard to keep up to date, and now that we're up to date, we want to try to maintain it that way. So now you will get a podcast weekly without missing anything, except on days we get lazy.
Exactly.
Well,
so basically nothing changed.
So we'll try to keep the work ethic, going. So yeah.
For the of listeners that we have out there.
Yeah. But at least the Anarchy Live podcast, they've been real consistent over there. So check them out. They won't fail you.
Oh, yeah. You can check out the Anarchy Live podcast at www.anarchylive.com.
And you have to listen to this week's podcast. It's going to be real good. Guaranteed.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Oh, okay.
It's so great, man.
That's the one we're recording right after this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And, So
anyway, on today's podcast, we wanted to talk about some video game movies, like worst movies that have been made from video games or best. But first, we should probably get a little bit of news done. Since it is a weekly podcast, we may as well say what's going on.
Yep.
Horrible news. Nintendo is no longer making Wii units.
Aww.
Yeah, they stopped production on the Wii units. Honestly, I didn't know they were still making regular
right?
Wiis.
So might as well start buying. Get one of those boxed ones, so you can have those as a collectors.
Exactly. Also, Wii U sales are still not good. Go figure.
I wonder why.
I wonder why, man.
Supposedly, Nintendo has sold 460,000 Wii U consoles worldwide.
How much?
460,000 in the last 6 months. The last 6 months. Okay. Overall, they've sold less than 4 million globally.
That's bad. So, my rap album sold more. No.
So yeah, the Wii U.
That's that.
Now they do have some pretty good holiday bundles.
Yeah, I
kind of upsets me because I'm like, what about those? That's great for people who are just buying a Wii U now. What about those of us who bought it last year and we're still waiting for games? But apparently now the new bundle, it comes with, it no longer comes with the Nintendo Land game, which most people hate it anyway. It comes with Super Mario Wii U and Luigi Wii U.
Correct. And I'm pretty sure it has like something extra, like a downloadable content. I think it could be like a magazine or something. Because I know like for the one that they also have the Wind Waker one, and that one does come with but it's like a downloadable. It's not an actual physical disc. You have to download Wind Waker.
Maybe the Luigi game is downloadable.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
But it does come with it has, that big green book from Zelda that shows like the whole history of Zelda or whatever.
Okay.
That one comes also with the game, but it's a downloadable thing also, so you don't get a physical book. Which
that's on the Zelda.
Yeah, which it kind of sucks because I would want the physical book. Cause
you should have bought the physical book.
I know, but they give you that one, but as a downloadable content, like if it's such like a big deal. I mean, I guess
it's a very nice book.
Yeah, it is. We print every page.
Apparently now also the Nintendo Land video game is more affordable. I think it's like $30. It used to be like also 60, which
$30.
Sense.
That's still too expensive.
Yeah, I mean even at $30,
$10.
It really should be, but at least it's not like the $60 it used to be.
Yeah, I guess.
So for those of you thinking about a new console this holiday season, the Wii U might be a good choice. It's $300. It comes with the game.
And all they have to do is just pretend that the Wii U launched this year.
Yeah,
and then they have a good
most people obviously haven't heard about it anyway, so
they can be like, oh, look at all these games we have at launch. Because like right now, I guess
the sad thing is they still don't have that many games.
I mean, I guess if you never if you never even thought of that the Wii U existed, at least if you purchase it this holiday season, at least it has a new Mario game.
Exactly.
It has Zelda. It has, and I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, I mean, this year they're definitely doing better than last year.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna start developing, like releasing newer games in 2014. Because, like, I will look at the list of games that they're gonna be releasing, and then all the games were gonna be like first quarter 2014, like all the like decent games like Earthbound and stuff like that.
Yeah, so honestly, even if you manage to get your hands on a PS4 this holiday season, that's $400, so it's already more expensive. Let's face it, you got to buy a game with it.
Yeah.
So for $300 you get the Wii U, and you already get a game, a very good game. By
Yeah,
the way,
it's a good game.
I don't know about the Luigi game, but
I think it's like the same kind of game, except that it's timed. Like you have to complete the levels faster. It's more speed runs than actual
okay.
taking your time.
But Luigi is faster than Mario.
Yeah, and you get like different characters. You get like the the Yoshi looking.
Noble.
Oh yeah,
Nebo.
Where's that from? From what Mario?
Super Mario Brothers Wii U edition.
No, but there was he made an appearance before, I think, but I just don't remember in what particular game. But it's supposed to be a lot more challenging, so I guess if you like challenge, that's a good one to get. And if you're gonna get it for free, I mean not for free, but if you're gonna get bundled in, might as well take it.
Exactly. Now, I was talking about the PS4, and I read some news this week that I didn't really like about the PS4. Apparently, it's not gonna be able to do any media streaming. DNLA from DLNA, so it's not gonna allow you to stream media from your own network in your house. Like right now, if I have a NAS, and if I wanted to, I could stream my movies from the NAS to my PS3. And a lot of people use the PS3 as a media center because of that capability, and the PS4 is not going to be able to do that. So I found that a little odd, because a lot of people love the PS3 because of its media capabilities. And it's also not going to play MP3s.
What? I mean,
or CDs.
What?
I'm guessing it's still gonna play like Blu-ray movies and DVDs, but supposedly it's not gonna play CDs or MP3s.
I mean, isn't that like the whole thing of calling it like an entertainment center or whatever? Like they try to.
It almost sounds like they're trying to go the Nintendo way and like, be like, oh, it's just games.
Yeah, like, but before it's like, oh, it's your media center. It's your, we want this to be like the center of your home. Like I know Microsoft is doing that, but I'm pretty sure that that's something Sony wanted to do since like the inception of the PlayStation. Like they can play games and they can play music, so you don't have to buy,
a Blu-ray player.
A CD player. Like
that you will be able to play music using Sony's Music Unlimited service.
Yeah.
And that's their, they want to promote their thing, but that's kind of, so they don't do it because it doesn't have the capability. Like they don't have the necessary hardware. Or they're just blocking it off.
I guess they're just blocking it off. I mean,
so some hacker's gonna like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how about us folks that don't know how to hack? Well, you might be able to too, but I can't. I don't even try.
Now, the head of Worldwide Studios, Shuhei Yoshida, he did sent out a tweet saying, "Thanks for the feedback on the lack of MP3 and DLNA support at the launch of PS4. I'll share with the PS4 dev team for future consideration."
There you go. They're deaf, so they don't like to listen to MP3s. But yeah, you see, that right there is like, oh, okay, that's probably bad. Okay, we'll think about it now.
Yeah, they're like, oh, okay, people don't like this. What made him think that people would be okay with this? I mean, come on, it's one of the biggest features on the PS3.
Like how difficult is it to just like allow people to play music? And that's crazy. They're doing it on purpose. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking.
If anything, the only thing I can kind of understand is what Nintendo does, where they don't let you play movies like DVDs or Blu-rays on the system
at all.
I absolutely hate it, but in a way, it does make sense. Their mentality is usually like, you can get a DVD player or nowadays even a Blu-ray player for less than $100. Now, most people don't think about it, but this physical media, it spins, and making it spin is a motor, and the motor can only spin so many times. So Nintendo's idea is like, well, you can get a DVD player for less than $100. Why would you want to use your $400 system why would you want to waste the life of your system that is much more expensive playing a DVD or a Blu-ray that you could just play in a much less expensive piece of equipment?
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like
every time you play a movie on your system, you're degrading the life of the system. I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, I always feel like it's my counter space. It's not counter space, but it's my space where on my media center, and maybe I don't have space for a separate unit.
Well, you know what would be cool though, like because I know like they sell those. It's just like the external DVD drives for like a computer. Like if you can attach that to a system and just use that smaller, it's not like a full DVD player, but you can use that one. I think that would be okay.
That's kind of what the 360 tried doing with the HD DVD.
Yeah, but
we know
one
how
that
that
actually
turned
works.
Well, that one worked fine.
No, but like
It's
if you can connect it to your Wii U, like you could do that, then that would be something different.
Yeah, but now we're going to the days of the SNES and not so much the SNES, the Genesis days where you had an add-on for everything.
Yeah, but like that would be like an option if you want to play movies. Like you can
Wii CD, no,
and that way you can like, or you can just buy a separate,
Yeah, I mean that's their point. Like buying a separate DVD player is gonna cost you like $40. So,
but like if you can connect it like to your Wii U, even though it's not like by Nintendo, but at least it'll give you that ability if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Again,
for me, it's like, okay, I understand that you're trying to tell me it's dumb for me to want to waste my video game system's life playing these movies, but that should be my decision, not yours. Yeah.
And if the Wii U like gets like what's it called, wasted, or what's it called, like
if it
wear
dies,
and tear, regular wear and tear, you just buy another Wii U. And that's more money for them. You need to sell systems, Nintendo.
Yeah, but
truth is, most people are just gonna call Nintendo and be like, "WTF? My system doesn't work anymore."
Hey, they
F you, Nintendo.
No, it's just like I use my PlayStation 3 for that same thing, and it's how many years have we had that? So we've had that. So that's like
2009.
That almost 4 years right there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I know how to count.
Yes. That's why we're on episode 17.
So yeah, so that's 4 years, and it's still playing well. So
all right,
just in time for the PlayStation 4.
On other news, Steam has now announced that they have 65 million users.
65 million.
Yep.
And GameXPresents one of those users.
Yes, we are one of those users.
And we still haven't bought any games. Okay.
Alrighty. Just for comparison, last year they were at 50 million. So in the last year, they've gained 15 million.
That's good.
Yeah. And also for comparison, Xbox Live, which we all know is huge, has 48 million users. So Steam is doing very well.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, because
Steam sale.
Actually, let's discuss this. Unless we did on a previous podcast, I don't think we did. The whole Disney thing.
Oh.
Earlier in the week.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so a lot of times we talk about the online streaming and how much do you own what you actually have out there in the cloud. So earlier in the week, Disney decided that they would take out some of their movies from the iTunes store, and they also decided to take those movies out from the Amazon store. So, whatever, they had the right to do that. The problem is that if you had the movie stored in the cloud, it was also gone. So let's say that you had paid for a Disney movie, and it was one of the ones they took out. So you paid full price for the movie to make it yours. and it's one of the ones they took out, it was no longer available for you. Now, I bring that up now, talking about Steam, because as you know, with Steam, we buy games and we assume we own these games, but they're usually, we assume that we can just delete them from our computer and we'll be okay because we can just download it again straight from Steam whenever we want. But now that this happened with Disney, which, by the way, Disney says that it was a mistake, but at the same time, it's been proven, like, people have gone into the terms of service of iTunes and Amazon, and it basically does say that you don't own the stuff, that it could just be gone whenever. So even though Disney might be putting these back, technically they didn't do anything outside of the terms of service. So that made me think about video game services like Steam, where again most of it is in the cloud, and we just assume that we pay for it, so it's there and it's ours, and it's always going to be there, even though it might just go away.
Yeah, and it's crazy that the fact that they're saying that it was a mistake, even though they did it from two different separate.
We made the mistake twice.
Yeah, so did they have if this then that kind of a thing set up? Like, if I delete something from iTunes, delete it from Amazon also. Oops, it did it by mistake. But yeah, it's crazy that you buying this thing, these movies or whatever, and then like you think you own it because if you go to the store and you buy a physical copy, you don't expect Disney coming to your door and saying, "Hey, yo, you bought that Little Mermaid. We want it back. Give it back, or else see these terms and conditions. It says we can take it whenever we want." It's crazy that they're able to do that. Like when you bought it, like online, and even though like it's in the cloud and whatever, you still bought like the rights. Kind of like the rights to be able to watch that movie. Like, of course, you can't do it for commercial use, but you basically buy the rights for you to view it at your house.
Correct.
And that's crazy to me.
Yeah, to me it is crazy. It's just the fact that just like that they could take it away, and that technically it's okay.
Yeah, that's not right, and they should sue Disney. We tried to save Disney before, but. Now let's just sue them.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna sue Disney, but
because they didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything wrong. So.
But did they? But
they didn't do anything illegal.
No, but did the people who got their movies erased, they could re-download it without any problem, or did they have to pay again? Did you?
No, I mean it just wasn't available anymore. I'm guessing once Disney fixes the problem, then they'll become available again for them
to watch because they have the
download.
And did it say like what movies these were? Like were these like older movies?
I didn't check.
Because I know movies. Disney likes to do that thing. The whole like for example, The Lion King or something like that. Like they'll release it and then they'll put it back in their quote vaults. Like for a time, and then like years later, like, oh, we're releasing this movie from the vault or whatever, So,
exactly, and that's probably what they were kind of trying to do here, but it kind of backfired on them.
Yeah, because at this time, like, you can't really do that when it's online.
Take it away from people that paid full price for it.
Yeah, I would be like
outraged.
Yeah, that would be, and especially with like a video game, because let's say you're playing it and you're halfway through the game and you're enjoying the game and all of a sudden it gets pulled and you have it like, whatever. And you're like, hey, what's going on?
I mean, with Steam, you do download the game and you install it on your PC. But, what if you had deleted it and now you decided to pick it back up and you want to re-download it and it's not there anymore?
Yeah, that's kind of... And
the really messed up part is that you wouldn't notice until you decided to play it again.
So would you say that it's a possibility that could happen in Steam? So might as well just buy like an external hard drive and save everything back.
I don't know, but it is definitely something to be wary about.
Yeah. So should we lower our trust now because of this?
Yeah, I would.
Because didn't Apple did that same thing with like with music?
I don't.
I kind of remember like they pulled like a certain artist or like band or whatever, and like they basically pulled it from their iTunes. So if any of the people who had bought the music and they had it on the cloud, they lost it or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I should probably research development.
Yes, sir.
No, but yeah, but that's kind of messed up for them to do that.
All right. Anyway,
We do
enough
not
of that.
approve.
Let's talk movies.
Yeah, movies. What's up? What's the latest movie you've seen?
Latest movie I saw, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember?
I remember.
You remember?
You said it was good.
Oh yeah, I went to watch
Gravedad.
Gravity. Yeah, it was good.
It was alright.
You
No,
know,
it wasn't alright. It was good.
They're saying that movie will probably look good in 3D, just because they said that the
It did look
cinematography
good
was
in 3D.
well
I saw
done.
it. I saw it in 3D.
It
both,
did? Was it
both
real good?
times. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, both.
Yeah, because they say they really got some nice camera shots and everything like that.
Yeah, it was a very good movie.
I want to watch it now.
In all aspects, it's a very good movie.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I like space.
I'll give it a 4.
A 4 out of 10.
No, out of 5.
Oh, okay, 4 out of 5. That's good. That means
Low 4, but still 4.
That, it,
Say 80%.
yeah, that's like
Yeah,
that's,
for me to go over 3, that's a big deal. So
okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
And talking about 4s, do any of the are any video game related movies a 4?
out of 5 or out of 10?
Yeah, out of 5. All right, so we talk about like the good side, the kind of like the good side
Let's
first,
start
or like
with
the
the
bad
crappy side.
Okay, let's
Screw
start
it.
with the crappy side.
People are listening to this on a Monday. They're already
Crappy.
crappy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So tell us the history behind video game movies.
I don't know what the history is.
They
Some-
back in 19. No, I don't know.
People think that okay, this is a popular video game. Oh, let's make a movie and see if these nerds come and watch it. Which we do, but then we complain because they suck.
So we decided to try and make a list of some of what we felt were some of the worst video game to movie renditions out there. And again, these lists are our lists.
And they're not
And
like top
you're-
anything.
You're more than welcome to add to it. You're more than welcome to let us know what you think of our opinions and in the comments.
Yeah, because a lot of times, like, I'm pretty sure we're forgetting some video game movies because there's been and sometimes
I'm super forgetful to begin
and
with.
sometimes like we'll watch a movie and we didn't even realize that it was based on a video game just because a lot of times we haven't particularly played that video game, and so the crappy side. Okay, in your opinion,
and these are not in any specific order.
should we talk about which one we think is the worst one? Like
Go ahead.
Okay,
Wait, the very worst one?
yeah, the very
We
worst.
should
Alright.
build
ahead.
it up.
Or should we try to build it up?
Let's go to the least worst movie.
Least worst movie?
Least worst movie?
I don't know. That's kind of hard. I think it'll be easier to start with the worst movie. Just like cancel it out. And
Go ahead for the worst.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that the worst movie to me was Super Mario. I mean, some people like it. Like I met people that it was okay. It wasn't bad. Like to me, I didn't like it for nothing. Like it had nothing to do with the video game. It.
What are you talking about? It's got Mario. It's got Luigi.
Yeah,
They got Daisy and Peach.
There was no Peach. Was there? A Peach?
No, it was just Daisy. I think.
There was no Peach.
No,
it
there
was
was no
just
Peach.
Daisy.
And then the king of Mushroom Kingdom was just like some slimy ball. And then what I think were Goombas were the big guys with the little head. Were those supposed to be
those
Goombas?
were like reptile heads.
I know. So it was like, it had Mario and Luigi, and they're from Brooklyn. Yeah,
We're plumbers.
I mean, they got that right, but like everything else, like the Mushroom Kingdom, like that's what I wanted to see, not New York.
To me, Super Mario Brothers, the movie, it's a perfect example of what not to do, because, and it sounds kind of weird to even say it because it hardly follows any of the video game, but they try too hard to make it follow the video game.
Yeah, like they include little bits of the video
the-
game.
like the Goombas, like
Yoshi.
really those things were weird. There was some kind of Yoshi in there.
It was just like a velociraptor or like a like straight up dinosaur. It was ugly.
You know, the fact that the guy's dressed like kind of like the video game. It was just weird.
And then
and the Goombas were not even the Goombas.
And I think that Mario kissed like a big black lady, and the big black lady was supposed to be like the fish in the video game, Bertha or something like that.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be like a fish in a video game. You know those flying fishes or something like that. So I'm like, and they're like in a kind of like futuristic cyberpunk kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
dinosaur planet.
The whole movie looks like it was done while a bunch of people were high
and eating pizza. Because even like
they forced certain parts of the video game into it, and it was just weird. I don't know, like. And but again, at the same time, it didn't really follow any other video game because it wasn't based on the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah,
it was some other kind of sewer kingdom.
Yeah, because it was like some alternate reality type of thing. I think they overcomplicated. Like, usually I don't like cutesy movies, but this one was the one that, if anything, they had to do
should have been
more cutesy because like Yoshi, that's a cute character.
Now, would I say that this was the worst? I probably wouldn't say that this was the worst, just because I still enjoy watching it every once in a while. Just because it's one of those two that, to me, it's so bad that it's fun to watch.
Go ahead and watch it. I wouldn't want to watch it.
To me, Street Fighter the movie was a much worse experience than Super Mario.
That was pretty bad, but Street, I mean, I liked Bison. I like the guy who played Bison.
Yeah, he was good.
I think he gave us the classic line, "Of course, take over the world," or whatever.
Raul Julia did do a very good job.
I think he did a good job as Bison. Like all the other storylines, like they made Ryu and Ken like little punks, and like they were just like, they didn't make Ryu badass. He was supposed to be like this badass, karate guy. And Ken is a little like cocky, type of American guy, but they didn't really like do anything with that. Like they had the characters that tried to look like they have like the characters to make them look like the characters from the game, but they just didn't do a good thing with the story. Yeah. So how about you? Like what really messed it up for you?
I will say that what really messed it up for me, the rest of the movie. Van Damme, maybe.
But Van Damme was a good fighter, so it's just I think they just didn't. But at least it's not as bad as the Chun-Li Street Fighter, which I doubt that you've ever watched.
I probably haven't. I know there was a Street Fighter animated movie.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the one you're talking about.
Yeah, because this other one was Street Fighter, the Chun-Li story. And it was based on just Chun-Li. And the person who played Chun-Li was the Asian-looking girl from Smallville.
Okay.
Nala or whatever. But that's not her like real name, but I'm just going to call it. Was it Nala?
I don't.
You don't watch Smallville? I thought you watched Smallville.
No, I don't.
Who was the one that watched Smallville?
Some other punk, not me. I'm a man.
You used to watch Smallville.
No, I never watched Smallville.
Then.
Maybe he did.
Okay, maybe it was Ryder. Because I remember somebody had it on their, like, in their TiVo. Not TiVo, but on their bootleg. But anyways, so...
I'll clarify that we think it might have been Ryder. It might not be Ryder. We're not going to say that it was him.
No,
don't want to publicly humiliate
I'm saying it's Ryder. So it's like... Yeah, take that drink. So, yeah, that was real bad because the...
Sorry, we have showbits.
The acting was, like, terrible. And another one that was terrible. Why is it that fighting games a lot of times seems like it's just terrible acting?
Because they pick terrible people and they don't even really try.
Okay,
which one are you gonna go with? Let's see.
There's two of them on there that's
pretty
terrible.
I'm gonna pick Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh yeah, that was
as even just as bad as Street Fighter, if not worse. That movie sucked. And This is coming from a guy that I feel like Mortal Kombat is like the best or one of the best.
The first one.
Yeah, the first Mortal Kombat movie to me is the best video game to movie rendition ever. Because I know that it wasn't a great movie. I'm just such a big Mortal Kombat fan that I absolutely loved the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one. But then Mortal Kombat Annihilation comes out, and I feel like they just took a big dump and put it on my face. Like,
yeah, because I remember watching the first one, and when I went to the theater, I remember because I went with my brother, and I was excited to Sub-Zero, Scorpion, So it's like it really was that like initial.
I've always been. Okay, one of the main reasons I hate it so much is because I've always been the type of guy who hates change, like in a series or something. And they changed most of the characters in this movie. Like they still kept Talisa Soto as Kitana, which was nice, but just about everyone else was different. Raiden was not forgot his name, Christopher something.
The Kung Fu guy.
Not Kung Fu. Oh, was it Kung Fu? I don't know. But anyway, they changed everyone. And
Sonya, I like the first Sonya from the first.
Yeah,
movie,
the first Sonya was hot, and then they put this old lady.
I mean, not that she was old; she just didn't really fit the part. Like I'm pretty sure they could have had a hot 40-year-old. I didn't even know she was 40 years old. Just saying. But yeah.
But anyway, it was a horrible movie. They changed everyone. They had some extremely crappy special effects, especially at the end, like the whole fight. I know they were trying to do that whole. I want to say they call it bestiality, but I'm gonna say it probably wasn't. What did they call it?
Animality.
Animality, probably.
Bestiality. But it looked like Play-Doh.
Anyway, I know they were trying to do that thing. Their bestiality thing. But it just looked horrible.
Oh, yeah.
It did.
But you know what though? Like, even though it's not a video game movie, but
I think I confused animality with babality, and I just came with together.
Bestiality. But like, that last scene was just as disappointing as when I watched. Even though it's not a video game movie, but Dragon Ball Evolution. Like, are you familiar with Dragon Ball?
Not at all.
Okay.
Again, I'm a man.
And well, you could have been a child. Yeah, not a man, but you like what was that? I'm not even gonna.
Chobits? No.
But like, anyways, like in this movie, when an anime cartoon of Dragon Ball Z, when you unleash the dragon from collecting all 7 of his balls, and you put all his balls together, this big long dragon comes out.
So what happens when you
this big long dragon comes out of the balls. But it's like huge. It's like a big, long dragon.
That's coming out of the balls when you put them together, huh?
So like, it covers like the whole city,
Wow,
but that's a long dragon. But in the movie, Dragon Ball Evolution, it was this small piece of shit dragon that came out. Like
so you were disappointed.
I was disappointed in this short little dragon that came out of the balls. It was just like this pathetic.
You're like, this is not what I wanted at all.
It was a pathetic looking dragon, and this is what 2010 or 11 Dragon Ball Evolution.
2009, I think, around that.
So this was like way after that. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You would think that they would improve the graphics, the special effects. So yeah, I was disappointed with the long dragon coming out of the ball. So
yeah,
but
which by the way, I wanted to mention earlier, Street Fighter the movie. Probably the only video game to movie that then became movie to video game rendition. Because there was the Street Fighter, the movie video game.
Yeah, so it was called Street
Fighter. Which was just as bad as the movie.
Yeah, I believe it's called Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Exactly.
And then they should have made a movie based on the game, so they could make Street Fighter, the movie, the game, the movie. And speaking of fighting games, Dead or Alive,
Dead or Alive. Oh god.
I don't really care about the story of the movie as long as they had.
No, I rented the movie for
You streamed it
for the girls.
Yeah, like that's the only reason you.
I
watched
mean,
it.
it's the only reason I played Dead or Alive. Let's face it.
I would have been happy if the whole movie was just a beach volleyball
I don't
game.
I don't play Dead or Alive for its great fighting mechanics.
Yeah, like you kick, high kick, pause, move the camera around. Nice. Okay, done. 3 seconds later.
All right, so Dead or Alive the movie. I'm gonna say it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, but it had some hot girls, so that was nice.
Except the main
Kasumi,
person I wanted to see,
which on the game is supposed to be this beautiful Asian girl, and she has a lot of personality.
I'm pretty sure they could have found somebody better. Apparently, acting was not one of the main.
Maybe she was related or somehow sleeping with. I don't know.
Yeah, because apparently acting wasn't one of the job descriptions.
No, not for a movie like that. They had Jamie Presley in it. I
mean, and even she was fine for that part, but they could have got a hot Asian.
Yeah, so basically, let's be realistic. The game is known for the boobs, and this girl had absolutely no cleavage at all. So that made no sense.
Yeah, so if you're a hot Asian girl listening to this podcast, send us some pictures to see if you could have been a better.
They could have just put cats in there.
Yeah, I guess.
Liz Cats. She would have made a good Sumi.
Would she? I'm pretty sure at that time she was probably
Oh yeah, that'd be a mistake. And a lawsuit.
Hey, but maybe Kasumi is supposed to be 16 or whatever.
But you know what other than Mortal Kombat, what fighting game to movie was actually pretty decent?
Primal Rage?
No. I wish they would make a Primal Rage.
How bad could a movie like that be?
How bad could it be? Dinosaurs fighting in the
donkeys.
No, but I was thinking about the Tekken movie.
Yeah, tell us.
Tekken movie was actually not bad. I don't remember that much about it anymore, but I do remember watching it, enjoying it. I was like, that's actually not bad.
And were you, while watching that, were you familiar with kind of like the Toe Tekken thing? Like the story or the games? Because I know Ryder plays.
Maybe this is why I thought it was so great. I have played Tekken. I'm not a huge fan of the video game, so I don't know the stories that well, but I am somewhat familiar with the characters. So as I was watching the movie, I thought the characters looked the part. It was nice to see the characters, and it was nice to see that for the most part it was just like a movie, like they didn't try to force it as a video game movie. It was just a movie about a tournament.
But was that movie produced in Japan or here?
Oh hell if I know.
Because when you watched it, was it in English?
I don't remember.
Subtitled?
I watched so many subtitle movies that I
kind of think you showed me like clips of it and it was subtitled. So I'm thinking it was produced in Japan. So if I'm wrong, then I'm sorry for my ignorance. But just the fact that if it was done in Japan, maybe they were more loyal to the game because that's where the.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think they try to make it look like a game.
Yeah, they didn't try looking, but they had respect for it.
Yeah. So yeah, I just remember that to me it was decent.
It didn't have any other.
Maybe I need to watch it again and be like, ugh.
Did it have any other life bars?
No. I think that was Dead of Our Life.
Yeah, they had the life bars.
See, to me that's going too far.
Yeah, because
it's kind of like Doom. When they did the whole first person shooter thing, that's just a little weird in that movie.
Hey, they took the chance and they failed. I mean,
gotta give them that. When
I first watched it, when I watched it in theaters, Doom, because I actually did go to theaters to watch that, because I was a rock fan. But then after that, I was disappointed. But
you were,
yeah, and
or you are.
I was. I haven't watched any of the Rock's movies lately.
Oh,
I haven't even watched like the Fast and Furious.
You can't watch Fast
because they don't even like show the
Well,
cars
I didn't
anymore.
watch the last Fast.
It's like more about explosions than actual cars, and that's what I wanted. Cars and hot girls, and that's it.
And apparently long snakes. Anyway, go on.
Dragons.
Sorry, dragons.
But
even bigger.
So like when I first watched it in theaters, I thought it was like, oh, that's cool, first person. But yeah, then after I watched it again, I was like, oh, that's kind of stupid.
The first time that I saw it, like for like a second, I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
But it went a little bit too long.
Yeah, because it reminded me of the game. So in that case, I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, after a second, I was like, this is kind of stupid.
Like that could have been like just like they should have done that until like the first monster where he killed the first monster. Then it should have gone back to like a regular.
I just think that sometimes, things like that, they're kind of nice because it reminds the gamers of the game. But nobody else is going to care for it. So when you're making a movie, you kind of have to remember that the people watching it might not be familiar with the game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And
so we got about 15 minutes. What do we want to go with?
Okay, let's just there's plenty of bad movies, but let's
plenty.
We have a list here, but let's talk about movies that we actually liked.
That we liked?
Okay, let's see.
Go ahead. Movies that we liked. You know that for me, Mortal Kombat.
The first one.
The first one, not the second one.
I like Tomb Raider because I like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I mean, you could just
like the shorts and everything.
Yeah, you could just put it like a screensaver of her on the screen for
especially
2
when
hours
she's like coming out the water. That was cool.
Yeah, anytime that she's coming
out the water. Like, and she has it all over her face.
I've always loved Angelina Jolie ever since the first time that I saw her on the movie Hackers. That's like the first time I ever saw her, and I just fell in love with her right away. So
yeah, I think she's great. She
has a nice
personality.
Moment.
Yeah. Personalidad. And it's not really a movie that made it to theaters. I don't believe it. I think it was like they just like straight to DVD. But there was a Halo game movie. Halo movie. Series. It was based on a web series, but I guess they made it into like a little movie. Like it started like real bad. Like the acting is terrible. Like I'll give you that. Like the acting is so terrible and so cheesy that it's fun to watch.
Okay, so it's kind of like Super Mario for me.
For you, yeah, exactly. And I think like halfway through the movie, it was kind of like from the beginning to halfway, it was kind of like real slow, real boring. But once the aliens showed up, they actually tried to make the aliens look like the movie, and they actually like showed it. Like they had the hunter, and it was like one of those like things that I was actually like hooked on it. Okay. And I think it was like real low budget because. I mean, I couldn't have made it, but...
As you had the Master Chief in there.
Yeah, and they had Master Chief. But although I didn't like the ending, like the reveal of the Chiefs or whatever.
What about Cortana?
I don't know. They didn't show... I don't remember. I don't think they showed...
Then I don't want to watch.
Because it was like a prequel, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not going to say that because I don't know. I just watched it. But other movies that... Like, I enjoyed the Silent Hill movie.
Like, I've enjoyed Silent Hill movies.
Some people say that they didn't like it, but like to me, I guess like since I wasn't like a real I like playing some of the games, but I wasn't like a core fan.
I think sometimes when you're not a core fan of something, then the movies tend to be more exciting.
Yeah, like
because you're not. I think when when you're a big fan, you're looking for specifically for things that reference the movie or things that were flaws in the story and whatever, instead of just sitting down and enjoying the damn movie.
Yeah.
When you're not a huge fan, you just sit down and enjoy the movie. So both Silent Hill movies I've enjoyed. I wouldn't say they're great movies, but they're certainly not bad. I will give them both 3s.
Like I think like the art direction and everything, like the style of the movie was like pretty good. Like it was a good comparison to the game, so I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I knew some of the characters like the nurses and all these things, and to me, I enjoyed it.
Now with the Resident Evil movies, by the way, which I've always kind of enjoyed, I used to do that thing where I would just focus too much on what they were getting wrong, and especially with the Resident Evil movies, they actually did something kind of smart, because even though it's based on the game, the character is a totally new character. Like it's not somebody from the game. Like you have some people from the game in the thing, but the main character, she's just not anywhere to be found on the games. So it was kind of nice that they, it made it easier for people that are focusing so much on the story to just let it go. However, the first couple, like the first 3 of them that I saw, I didn't care for them that much because I was focusing on that. So eventually one day, my friend and I, we decided, let's just watch them. And then that day I decided, okay, I'm going to watch them, but I'm just going to focus on the movie itself, not care about what is different from the games or what isn't. So then I actually enjoyed them a lot more.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the first one. Like at the first time I watched it, I liked it. Then I watched it some more and I didn't like it, and then I watched it again. I liked it again because that's the first movie. It's like the one they always show like on like Saturdays or Sundays for like movies. But like the problem I've had with Resident Evil lately is that a lot of times like it's just the movie just to showcase what's her name, Miakovich, naked,
which I'm okay with.
It's okay, but they're like the whole movie they do this thing and it's just escaping from like somewhere, which adds nothing to the story. Like for the last like 3 movies, they just go to this one place, then they escape, and that's it. Although like at the end of this last movie, which was I think did I go with you to watch it?
I don't remember who I watched what with.
So this latest movie, which I do not remember the name of it, I think it's like Resident Evil
Redemption or
Revelation or something like that, where at the end they're on top of the White House and they have all these zombies coming.
The spoilers.
Hey, they should have watched it already. If you didn't watch it, then you suck. You didn't add to the machine.
Yeah, I mean,
so it actually seems like they will go somewhere with it.
When you really look at Resident Evil movies, and especially if you're watching them like back to back, you realize that even though a lot happens in each movie, story-wise, not a whole lot happens
nothing
in each
advances,
movie. Yeah. Like, you're right. It basically is like, okay, we're going to get out of this ship. And that's the whole movie. But, you know, with Resident Evil, it also has the fact that it's kind of a zombie movie. And for me, I've never watched a zombie movie for the story. Basically, I just want to see people shooting zombies and things blowing up. And as far as that goes, I'm usually pretty convinced.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Like if it's just like a trilogy or something, but this is like what, the 6th movie already? And
yeah,
might as well have been a trilogy.
That's why I have to watch them back to back, because I don't remember what happened on the first one anyway.
We should have done that for like Halloween or something.
I'm always down for a Resident Evil marathon.
Yeah, Christmas time.
Yeah, and I have them downstairs.
Oh, you do? Oh, you have the whole collection?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll buy some donuts.
By the way, you were supposed to bring donuts today.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You said you were gonna.
Yeah.
Then you showed up without any. Just saying.
Let's go to Honey Dip donuts.
Oh, screw that. Krispy Kremes.
All right, Krispy Kremes. Other movies that is there any particular video game movie that you enjoyed? Victorino?
Not any, because they all suck.
Huh? Okay, he
they
said
all suck.
They all suck.
There hasn't been one, but I do want to see a couple video game movie. Mainly 2 movies, but
okay. We have 6 minutes left, so how about each one of us talks about the one movie?
Okay, one
video game that you would love to see a movie made.
Okay.
Start with Victorino.
What was one video game that you want to see turn into a movie?
I would have to say the Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And what storyline in Mass Effect?
Well, the whole Reaper, trying to stop the Reaper invasion.
I mean, do you want to like replay the whole video game,
or you can do the Captain Anderson story?
Because I think that would be actually a good one. Because I did read the book, and it was actually like when I was reading it, like I can imagine it being a movie, and it's like a good prequel. Because I don't think it will make a good game, just because who cares about Anderson, but I think it will make a good prequel.
He's a good actor.
Oh yeah, and they can just put the same guy as Anderson, the Allstate guy. I guess for me, the one game I would like to see, like originally, I would like to see a Metal Gear, movie, but then I realized that it's already been made basically, and it's Rambo. So I'm like, okay, that kind of like I'm satisfied with Rambo. I think Rambo covered it.
Rambo did a good job with Metal Gear.
No, but I'll say that I remember.
By the way, we also mentioned Grand Theft Auto. We're like, oh, what about a Grand Theft Auto movie? And we decided, this basically Ocean's 11, really.
Ocean's 11, 12, 13. I think they started
however many oceans they have. It's basically just a big
heists. But I guess because I remember going to a movie theater like a while ago, and this was when they were showing the trailer for Metroid Prime when it first came out for the GameCube. And I thought it was an actual trailer for a movie of Metroid. I was like kind of excited, so I would like to see a Metroid movie, but it would have to be kind of like a sci-fi horror movie, which I don't know if Nintendo would want to do that, especially after Super Mario Brothers.
This is fantasy lands.
Yeah. But if they make like a good like Aliens type, like the original Aliens type of Metroid movie, I think it would be a real good game movie.
Okay.
Whichever game movie or movie game.
Video game,
whatever
movie.
Game movie. Yeah, game movie, video game.
How
about you, Stuff? The expert.
It's so difficult. Right now.
Oh yeah.
I've always kind of said I would love to see like a Zelda type movie. But I don't know how that would work.
Like some Lord of the Rings type.
Certain, yeah. Like I think if they made it like really good, and they didn't go the Nintendo way, and they just decided to go make it, very realistic or Lord of the Rings type. I think it could be good.
It could be if they like take their time because, like don't rush it. Like you can't like because I know like the Avatar movie. The one from the cartoon.
But
they
I'm like,
rushed that. Like
then at the same time, I'm like, isn't the Hobbits really kind of like Zelda, but with
Or was that one series you like to watch?
Don't
King of
say
Thrones.
It. Game of Thrones, yeah.
That's a King of Thrones. I mean, but that would be like that's like more. I think it will be that's more epic than Zelda.
So instead, I'm gonna go with The Last of Us, just because I really like that game, and I think. But then again, it's just about any zombie movie is The Last of Us. And it might be a little weird because, you just have that old guy hanging out with this little girl. That he doesn't really know, but they're just hanging out together.
And you also mentioned before that you also wanted to see maybe an Uncharted.
Uncharted, to me, that would be awesome.
But then we're like, isn't it kind of like Indiana Jones?
Yeah, but it's a funnier Indiana Jones.
Is it funnier than Indiana Jones?
I think it is, because those guys are funny, like Sully and
who would you play as the
Drake?
main guy? A young Harrison Ford? His son, Harrison Ford's son?
No. I would put the guy from Firefly. It's okay. It's a thing that people usually say that the guy from Firefly sounds and acts a lot like Drake from Uncharted.
How about not? Why don't you just put Drake?
Because he's not real.
No, there's a rapper named Drake, but no.
I wouldn't know that.
That joke sucked because Drake, the rapper, sucks anyways. But
yeah, I don't know. There's many.
How about Final Fantasy? Since we got a couple minutes.
Yeah, we did. The Final Fantasy that I always wanted to see turn into a movie is Final Fantasy VII, and they did kind of come out with a Final Fantasy VII computer-generated movie, but it was like a sequel. So I want to see the real Final Fantasy VII
live action
story,
or
live action, or even like that
CGI.
CGI. I would prefer live action, though.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good movie.
All right, man. All right. Sounds good. This is episode 17. It's in the books or in the podcast format.
Or in the network.
In the network.
In the cloud.
We're in the cloud. So we might one day just take this podcast off of your hands from the cloud because you didn't read the term. Yeah, who cares? We're not going to take it. We need you to listen to our podcast because we need to come straight to your ears all the time.
And if we take it away, nobody's going to be disappointed.
Yeah. The only person disappointed may be Ryder, but even...
Yeah. Or remember, now we have at least one listener in Mexico. My friend GSO is listening to us.
Yeah, what's up? What's his name?
Well, he goes by GSO now. I still call him Tinver or Guillermo, whatever.
What up, GSO? This is Eki saying what's up. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Hope you enjoy it. And why don't you tell us, since you're our only listener, why don't you tell us a video game movie that you like?
And we have Ryder.
And Ryder too, yeah. You comment. You never comment to us.
Start leaving individual messages for listeners.
Yeah, so we personalize our begging. All right, so this was episode 17. Thank you for listening to us. This is Ekis.
This is Stuff.
This is Victorino.
Signing out, and hopefully you have a good rest of your week. Thank you.
All right.